No, okay, yeah, my mic is working. My mic will just randomly disconnect on like every single scene in OBS for some reason, and I have to just fix it. But yes, let's play some Ashes. I'm pumped to get some Ashes back onto the table. I love this game. This is so much fun. So Ashes Red Rains, if you are unfamiliar, is the cooperative expansion to Ashes Rise of the Phoenixborn or Ashes Reborn from Plaid Hat Games. And it's a game that I have discovered recently and been enjoying immensely. You take on a role of a Phoenixborn that has all of these different like mana, and they have different ways to manipulate their dice with their cards, and you take on a Chimera, which I don't know where I put. Chimera is somewhere. The Chimera is somewhere. Maybe in here? Nope. Interesting. Haha. Set it off to the side. So right now there is one expansion out. So there's one Chimera that comes with two different aspects, the Shadow and the Fury aspect. And they have announced a new Chimera box that's coming out in the summer. And what is really cool and what I did not realize is that all of these aspect cards, so you have like the shadow aspect here and then the fury aspect, they can be mixed and matched with different chimeras as they come out, as well as whatever the new aspects that come out can be mixed and matched with the Corpse of Viros, which is the current chimera that we have. So we have the Corpse of Viros with the fury aspect, the new one, which I don't remember, I don't recall what the name is at this second, has kind of the same thing where they are going to come with two, and then we can play the fury aspect with the new chimera if we wanted to. And I'm very, 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 very happy with the amount of flexibility and replayability modularity that provides. I think that that's going to just be awesome. Okay, we have played with a couple of the plaid hats, a couple of the Phoenixborns before, and I want to play with one that we have not played with. So we have Brennan Blackcloud, we have Saria Guideman, Cole, and Jessa. So we get to choose one of these. If nobody has a huge, we have to do this one. Or if someone really wants to see one of these, let me know while I just kind of get this set up. I think we're going to go with standard 2. So standard, there's standard and heroic levels of the chimeras, and those are the level of difficulty. I am not good at the game, so we're going to just go standard 2, and then we're going to use the fury aspect because we used the shadow aspect last time. And we've got our behavior and ultimate cards, which tells us what the chimera is doing at each time. So we'll get that set up. We're going to push this up a little bit. I still haven't figured out how to like order all of this on the table. I think what we may do is we may use this space over here as kind of our staging area, for lack of a better term, instead of here. And then we have like this area that we can use to play. I think that's probably going to be what happens. So the Corpse of Viros starts with 30 health. So let's go ahead and pump up the Chimera's health all the way up to 30. And we're going to shuffle up our shadow aspect cards. We start with this lineup. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. And then we can use this area as our Phoenixborn's area. Okay? Shuffle that up. These are going to go outside out of play. Let's go ahead and play with Saria. Picking them at random. Best way to do it, right? We are just playing with the pre-constructed decks because I don't know how to deck build. I also have not played all of the cards yet. I guess I have played them in like the previous release. This is kind of a revamped, a second edition version of the game. So I've played the original version of the game, but I have not played the all of the Reborn content. Okay, so we have got all of these. In Ashes, you have your normal deck, and then you have your Conjurations. These are things that can be summoned, and they just have a separate deck that you don't draw into. You can just summon them. Saria has 20 health, so let's go ahead and pump up our Phoenixborn health to 20. We're going to check, because another really cool thing about this game is you get to set your opening hand. And so you can choose what that opening hand is going to be. They also just give a suggestion. So we're going to go Purge, Abundance, summon Three-Eyed Owl, summon Seaside Raven, and the Rosefire Dancer. We're looking for our summon. Summon Seaside Raven, and then summon Three-Eyed Owl. She has a battlefield of 5 and a spellboard of 4. That means that we can have 5 creatures or units on the battlefield at any time, and 4 unique spells on our spell board at any time. Go ahead and shuffle this up. She is also going to start. I know she's pink. I have to also find the other dice color for her. It's going to be in here. And Illusion. Charm and Illusion. So each one of these dice, you start with 5 just with the precon. And each one of the dice then also have different benefits based on what you roll. Or they are effectively your cost. It's what you can use to pay for things. So we get 5 Illusion, which are the blue dice. And then 5 Charm dice, which are the pink dice. We'll roll these each round, and we will use whatever we roll as our money for the round. Ooh. I forgot my that's what went up here was my dice roller, my dice tray. One thing I always have to check is whenever you play a card, you have to play it in a specific spot, and to the right of any unit. So you play them from left to right. Let me grab my dice roller. On top of all my top of everything. So we got that there. That should be good. Here's our opening hand. Here's our dice. Keep our dice over here. And then I'm starting, it's all starting to come back. We're gonna use this as our exhausted dice. It's gonna be halfway off the screen, but that's fine. Alrighty. Sweet. And we're ready to start. Oh, I'm so pumped. Okay. So we roll these dice, and then these are going to be dice in our active pool. Let's go ahead and roll them. So not actually a great roll for us, because you can use any dice as a lower tiered face. So we have like these, the basic die are the same symbol on all of the dice. There's the mid tier, and then there's the top tier, and we don't have any of the top tiered dice. And so that may be an issue, because a lot of the times, like we need a snake or a wolf, which is that top tier, which is one side of the dice, in order to play some cards. But we shall see. I also have no idea how these Phoenixborn play whatsoever, and so it's kind of fun to see what happens. On our turn, we take a main and a side action. Then we go to Viros's turn. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Slide this over a little bit. Trying to figure out. We'll just play it right there. All right. We take a main action. We can take a side action if we want. And then Viros is going to roll one of these dice. If it becomes one of these red rains dice, we lock it in. If we ever complete all 5 of these, then we add a token. If the tokens ever equal the ultimate value, which for Corpse of Viros is 3, we resolve the ultimate ability. That's bad. We don't want to do that. We'll also roll the d12, which will determine what it does for that round. But most often, it's going to be flipping up one of these cards and having it activate, or it will activate the next turn, or we'll read the card and we'll do what it says. Having said, let's go ahead and take a look at some of our cards. We got Summon Three-Eyed Owl. Main action to play. The cost is up here in the top right. We don't have, it doesn't take any dice to put this onto the table, but in order to actually summon the owl, it does take 1 heart, which we do have hearts, to place the Three-Eyed Owl Conjuration on the battlefield. Whenever we do that, we also exhaust the card, and so we can only do that once per round. At the end of the round, we will unexhaust. But the Three-Eyed Owl has a 0 attack, 2 life, 0 recover, and it states that we can choose a target player to discard 1 card of their choice from their hand. I wonder how that works. I wonder how that works with against in Red Rains, where there is no where there is no hand. So that's kind of interesting. Discarding cards. When a card is in play, when a card in play is discarded or otherwise removed from play, set it aside. No, that's not it. One card of their choice from their hand. This is when Google comes in. Three-Eyed Owl for Red Rains. Hopefully someone has figured that out. Huh. Targeting special circumstances. Draw and hand effects. Because the Chimera has no hand of cards, when the Chimera is forced by an effect to draw cards, it'll immediately discard those cards. When a Chimera is fatigued, it cannot draw cards. When an effect would affect the hand of the Chimera, set aside the top 5 cards of the Chimera's draw pile to create a hand. After resolving the card that affects the Chimera's hand, return the set aside cards to the top of the Chimera's draw pile in a random order. Okay, so that's what we'll do, is you take the top 5 cards, because once you mill the Chimera out, then that bad things start happening to the Chimera. So if you exhaust the Three-Eyed Owl, you can, I guess, set aside, I don't know if we do it randomly or not, but interesting. Okay, cool. So that's one of our options. We got the Summon Seaside Raven. We can only have one of these. This comes out Prey 2. When this unit comes into play, you can destroy another target unit with a life value of 2 or less. Really cool stuff. Quick Strike. When this unit is attacking, it deals this damage before the unit's in battle with it. It's a 3/2/0. Very cool. Our Phoenixborn's ability, as a side action, we can exhaust or spend a heart. You can draw a card. If you do, you can choose a target player to discard 1 card off the top of their draw pile. So she seems like a mill, which is going to be really cool. Rose Fire Dancer. We can, as a side action, exhaust her to place 1 exhaustion token on a target unit. That seems really good too. Abundance. This is a ready spell. It goes on our spell board here. We can exhaust it. All players can draw up to 2 cards. For each card they cannot or do not draw, deal 1 damage to their Phoenixborn. Reduce the damage of the Phoenixborn receives from this spell by 1. Reduce the damage your Phoenixborn receives from your spell for an additional 1. Okay, so we're gonna try and mill Vyros, which will be interesting. I am gonna move these here. This is gonna bother me because it's blocked by. It's blocked. So we'll just go here. We'll make this look pretty, just like that. Okay, yeah. Sorry, that was gonna bother me. Okay. Then we got Purge. Choose a target player to discard 1 card off the top of their deck. Focus 1. You can spend 1 basic die to have the target player discard an additional card. Okay. So I'm hoping that we will see what happens when the Chimera becomes fatigued now. So let's try this. Oh, my Phoenixborn is at 20, not 21 health. We get 1 main action and 1 side action. I think what we probably want to do is get ourselves set up to summon a Seaside Raven. Yeah, let's do that. So as our main action, we will play Summon Seaside Raven, which is not on the screen. So let's go ahead and just move all of this up a little bit. Summon Seaside Raven is now on our spell board, and that's a main action. We don't have a side action that we can really do unless we wanted to meditate. We could meditate, but I don't actually see the need to have any of these top dice. We may want illusion. We can roll dice down if we want, but let's roll into the Corpse of Vyros' turn. So it is a red rains and number 1. So we refer to our behavioral card. We reveal this card. Whiplash. When this unit comes into play, destroy the opposing target player's leftmost unit with 1 or more wounds token on it if you cannot deal 1 damage to the target's leftmost unit. There is no leftmost unit, so I believe I deal damage to Phoenixborn? I'm thinking. Um okay. Uh, draw in hand of no. Some cards may prevent an aspect from targeting blocking unit. In such case, the aspect will target the next left rightmost unit. If it cannot target any unit for the attack, it will target the Phoenixborn instead. This is not necessarily an attack, but I'm going to say that still happens. So we're going to take 1 damage from this ability here. Take us down to 19. All right. So now that's main. Did not take a side action because the behavioral card did not say to do it. We are going to come back to us. I wonder how like a can action. So when an effect would affect the hand of the Chimera, set aside the top 5 cards of the Chimera draw pile to create a hand. After resolving, return the set aside cards to the top of the Chimera's draw pile in a random order. But if I am, she's a lot more complex. Well, I guess like she just affects the game differently than a lot of the other characters. So basically what I'm looking at is we have every Phoenix Born or Chimera can draw certain cards, or a number of cards. Um, I'm not 100% sure on how they make the determination on if they what option they take. Okay. Resolving effects. Resolve card text from top to bottom, one effect at a time. Resolve as much as each effect as possible. Resolve each card completely, even if it's removed from play. Card text always supersedes game rules. A player effect will require the Chimera to make a choice between multiple options. That player chooses which options the Chimera selects. Sweet. Okay, cool. Very cool. So the abundance is just a 2 damage to Viros. That's kind of interesting. These are the wrong dice. These are the wrong dice. Let me grab the right dice. It's the other blue dice. So we'll just keep the same like tier. There you go. Okay. I was like, I don't have a mess to pay for anything, but we're good. Okay. So we could play Abundance. All players may draw up to 2 cards. For each card they cannot or do not draw, deal 1 damage to their Phoenix Born. And so since they can't draw cards, I think it would just take the damage. I could summon the Seaside Raven, which would destroy something with a life value of 2, so it could destroy Whiplash. But what I'm thinking is if one of these 2 blood values, which are the stronger units, have a lower health, that would be a good time to pull her in. So actually, let's go ahead and just we'll play Abundance using a card here, and then we can draw 2 cards. So that could help us get into something else or something better next turn. So that's gonna be our main action. I'm gonna roll into another Red Rains. Yikes. And a 4. The 4 is going to be attack if able, if not reveal. So Whiplash is going to attack. It's going to attack our Phoenix Born for 2. And then exhaust Whiplash. Okay. So on our turn, let's go ahead and use Abundance. All players may draw up to 2 cards. For 2 cards they cannot or do not draw, deal 1 damage to their Phoenix Born. So we got Purge, and we've got Hidden Power. Hidden Power is a new card. Draw a card. Change 5 dice in your active pool to a side of their choice. Whoa, that's cool. And then we will deal 2 damage to Viros, or the Corpse of Viros, because we get to choose, and he's just not going to draw. Okay. Viros' turn. Another Red Rains. Yikes. And then on a 5... reveal, attack with the revealed aspect. Team, we're getting rocked. Bloodlust. If after this unit destroys a unit on an opponent controls by attacking, place 1 red Rains token on the Chimera. So it's attacking us for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need to figure out how to survive this. This is something. This is something. Yeah, because we're already down to 13 health. That hurts. Okay, let's do... The Rosefire Dancer has a 3 attack. I don't think I realized how strong of an attack that is. We're going to try and mill this thing to death. We will see how that goes. I have no idea if that's going to be good or not, but let's just see what happens. and we're just gonna mill like crazy. Now I am afraid that this thing keeps attacking me, so maybe I want to get a ally out there. Or not. We're gonna play Purge. Or actually, hold on. What's this hidden power? Draw one card, change 5 dice in your active pool to a side of their choice. Nah, let's play Purge. We'll go to another Red Rains. Yikes. 7 is targeting opponent player must lower 2 non-basic dice to in their pool to 1 level. So we will. Do we need any mask? We do want a mask. So we'll lower 1 and 1. And then we reveal. We got Firebelly. Red Wrath. When this unit is declared as an attacker, deal 1 damage to all units the opposing Phoenixborn controls. Okay, well that thing's got to go. And I know exactly how to do that. We're going to use our main action to summon Seaside Raven. We're going to spend 3 dice to pull out the Seaside Raven. Prey 2. When this unit comes into play, you can destroy another target unit with a life value 2 or less. It's going to be here. And Blood 1 means that we deal 1 damage to the Phoenixborn. To the corpse. That's a main action. These are... I hope. Man, we are rolling rocks for the corpse. So that's going to be a Red Rains. And we rolled a 4. Attack if able, if not reveal. So we're going to reveal a Hunting Instincts. After this unit destroys an opponent's creature, place 1 Red Rains token on the Chimera. Alrighty. So I think I want to have the Seaside Raven attack the Hunting Instincts because it has Quick Strike. It deals damage before. So if we declare an attacker, the Corpse of Viros could step in and block, where we'll roll a dice to see if that happens. Okay, let's try that. Let's go Seaside Raven. We'll declare as an attacker. If we roll a 9 through 12, which is a 1, that's no. So Quick Strike will deal the 3 damage before it actually gets to attack back. And Blood 2. So 1, 2. Down to 25. We also want to get rid of all these cards because for every aspect card that the corpse carries over to the next round, gets a Red Rains token, and that is bad. We do not like that. Okay. Corpse's turn. Oh my goodness. We just keep rolling. And 5, reveal attack with the revealed aspect. Okay, so this is going to attack the Seaside Raven. Defender, this unit will block for the Chimera and guard for aspects without this ability. Then after this unit is dealt damage, prevent all but 1 damage from being received. And it's going to be attacking the Seaside Raven. I think I'm actually kind of okay with it just killing the Seaside Raven at this point. Because we can pull it back and we can... Like, Seaside Raven wants to be entering play. It's kind of like the Sylvans. Seaside Raven is the Defender of Thornador from our Lord of the Rings game that we just played. So, deals 2 damage. It kills something with 2 or more health left. So it's going to attack the right or the leftmost unit, which is Seaside Raven, and that will kill Seaside Raven. But luckily, now everyone is exhausted, and so we have free reign, and we just get to take turns until we win. So that's cool. I want to get Firebelly or Rose Fire Dancer out there. If we do that, we can kill off a Hunting Instincts, which will be good. I think Defender only works if it is unexhausted. Let me make sure. Yeah, because you can't defend if you are exhausted. Defender reverse unit Phoenixborn or Chimera that has been declared as a blocker guard, or is the target named Defender. When capitalized, Defender refers to an aspect with the Defender ability. What is the defender ability though? Yeah. It's only when it's not exhausted, because this little box here says that this basically says that this is still active if not exhausted. Let's go ahead and go here and here to play Rose, or the Rose Fire Dancer. We will attack the Hunting Instincts. Now we have a chance. Roll 5 to see if it blocks. It does not. So this thing dies. And we do blood 2. 1, 2. Take us down to 23. Okay. I don't think that there's going to be a way for us to kill these. We're going to just level up the ultimate immediately. Oh, wait. Yeah. Nope, we are. Okay. Because we don't have enough. Let's use Heart's Pull. So we can exhaust our Phoenixborn, use a heart die to draw a card. And then we discard a card from the top of the deck. We got Abundance. So all players can draw up to 2 cards. For each card that they do not draw, they take a damage. We could meditate this dice so we can play in Abundance. Because I think I'm just milling this deck for... I think that's the idea of this deck. And how to do that, I am not 100% sure. But here we are. We'll go ahead and focus the Purge. We'll get a second copy of Purge out. And again, we're just taking turns until we pass, because everyone is exhausted over here. Let's meditate. We can meditate by discarding cards from the top of our deck or from our hand. We're going to discard Hidden Power from our hand to meditate this to a wolf. And we will use this to play Abundance. So we'll exhaust Abundance. It has a focus 1, so reduce the damage your Phoenix receives from this spell by 1. So all players can draw up to 2 cards. For each card they cannot or do not draw, deal 1 damage to their Phoenixborn. So we will draw 1 card. We'll draw 2 cards, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Oh, it's another Abundance. Okay. And a Rose Fire Dancer. And then Corpse of Iros doesn't draw, so 2 damage there. Down to 21. Got the Summon Three-Eyed Owl onto the table, I guess. Why not? Do we want the Three-Eyed Owl? Yeah, we absolutely do. So let's go ahead and exhaust Summon Three-Eyed Owl. Use a heart die to summon a Three-Eyed Owl. We place it to the right. Memory Drain. So choose a target player to discard 1 card of their choice from their hand. 2, 4, 5. So we draw 5. And we get to choose one of these to discard, I think. When the Chimera is forced by an effect to draw cards, it will immediately discard those cards. Oh, interesting. Okay, so... Okay. So instead of dealing the 4 damage here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, we're just going to discard 4 cards. So 2, 4. So this says all players can draw up to 2 cards. For each card they cannot or do not draw, deal 1 damage. So we're just gonna run and mill as fast as we possibly can, because that seems kind of fun. But I actually didn't get the answer. When the effect would affect the hand of the Chimera, set aside the top 5 cards of the Chimera draw pile to create a hand. After resolving the effects of... Okay, so what we'll do is we will just choose randomly. So 2, 4, 5. We roll a 6. 1, 2, 3. Got Iron Scales is gone. And then it says return the rest back. Doesn't look like Lord of the Rings to me. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, no, we finished the Lord of the Rings game very, very quickly. And so now we're playing Ashes. So, yeah, the Lord of the Rings game did not last too long. But, yeah. Okay, I want to keep abundance. We'll go ahead and exhaust purge. Spend this dice to mill a card. But the Lord of the Rings game went well. We played an Eagles deck, and so that was a lot of fun. Okay, and then we will pass. We're done with everything. So let's go to our refresh phase. Recovery phase, remove wounds from units with recover values. Nope. Remove exhaustion. Remove 1 red rain tokens from the Chimera for each exhaustion on the Chimera and ultimate cards. Remove 1 exhaustion token from each card. Rotate Phoenixborn upright. May exhaust any number of your dice. We don't have any dice, so we're just going to not exhaust. Place 1 red rains for each aspect in play. So we got 2. Unfortunate. Got 2. So that will trigger our ultimate. After placing Red Rains tokens on the Chimera, if there are Red Rains token equal to or greater than the Chimera's ultimate value, resolve the following effect. Remove Red Rains token from the Chimera equal to its ultimate value, so -3. Discard all the cards on Chimera battlefield that it does not own. Deal 1 damage to all units in Phoenixborn the Chimera is a player controls. So that's going to kill our Rose Fire Dancer. Sad. And 1 damage here. Remove this card and the top card of the behavior from the game. So now we have a worse behavior and a worse ultimate. Replenish aspects. So we add 3 more aspects here. 1, 2, 3. That deck is getting really thin. Cool. Yep. And then in the prepare phase, we're going to roll our dice. To roll all of our dice again. Woohoo! Hopefully we get a better roll this time. Well, we got 1 fox. That was a horrendous roll for charm. Look at that. Wow. That's very, 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 very bad. Oh no. Not good. Very bad. Very, very bad. Oh, geez. Okay, well. Discard cards. You can discard any number of cards from your hand and then draw until you have 5. We'll keep Rose Fire. We'll keep Abundance. Yeah, so we'll draw Summon 3-Eyed Owl, Summon Seaside Raven, and Purge. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we rolled all basic dice over here. Chimera is our first player at this point, and we'll go into the Chimera's turn. Aha! Oh no. We rolled a 12, which is horrible. Place 1 red rains token on the Chimera. And then we reveal. No. Hunting Instincts. After this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, place 1 red rains token on the Chimera. We have to get rid of that. That's not good. Let's go ahead and summon our Seaside Raven. We're going to spend 3 dice, 3 basic dice, to summon our Seaside Raven. When this comes into play, we can destroy a target with 2 or less, so it's going to be here. And it's not a it doesn't say deal damage, it just says destroy, so we will destroy here, deal 2 damage, down to 23. And Seaside Raven, if Hunting Instincts attacks the Seaside Raven, then the Seaside Raven has Quick Strike and kill the Hunting Instincts first. That's our main action. I don't think we have any side actions that we really want to do. We could meditate. Nah, I'm good. Okay. Let's not roll a 12. Okay, I guess it's not a 12. It's an 11 though. Place two basic rage dice. Raise two basic rage dice one level. So okay, and then we're gonna reveal Iron Scales. Iron Scales is back. Good, 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 good. Alrighty. We want to mill the corpse of virus. I actually don't know what happens when we get down to fatiguing the corpse of virus, but it sounds fun. Um, we do have another Summon Seaside Raven, which we can play, which will be really good. I think we just milled down the corpse of Viros for a long, long time. Actually, what we'll do is we will go ahead and memory drain. So choose a target player to discard one card of their choice from their hand. So we'll just do this randomly. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 cards. Only 2 cards left. That's kind of fun. That's my main action. So we will go. Oh, geez. I didn't think about that. Here we go. Oh no, it's a 12 again. We've been rolling so well for the corpse of Virus. This is insane. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we place a red rains and then we reveal Frozen Fear. After this unit destroys a unit the opponent controls by attacking, place 1 exhaustion token on the target unit's Phoenixborn. This unit cannot be blocked or guarded with units with an attack value of 1 or less. Now, instead of rolling, we will just attack here. I'm gonna actually read what Fatigue does just because this is pretty strategic. Flip this card over, shuffle the Chimera's discard pile to create a new draw pile, and place it on top of this card. Set this card by the Chimera and then shuffle the Chimera's discard pile to create a new draw pile. Set all rage dice to their basic side. The Chimera's Fatigue. When resolving effects, the Chimera cannot draw cards. His draw pile is considered to be empty. After 1 or more cards is discarded off the top of the draw pile, place 1 wound token on the Chimera for each discarded card. So we have to go through it again. Yikes. I did not think about that. That's fine. That'll be fine. So this thing is going to attack our 3-eyed owl. I'm okay with that dying. Let's go ahead and just use abundance here. So we're at focused 2. No, we're at focus 1. So we'll draw a card. We'll draw a second card. And then we will discard 2 cards here. This flips to actually that side. And we'll shuffle this up and set it on top. Now, if we mill this deck again, that's when bad stuff starts happening. Okay. But allowing us to draw those cards, we now have cards that we can meditate with. Enchanted Violinist, Song of Sorrow. Deal 1 damage to a target unit the opponent controls. If that destroys a unit, oh, that's nice. Deal 1 damage to a target unit. If that destroys the unit, then they discard a card off the top of their deck. So that'll be really good. You got Strange Copy. You can play this card after an opponent declares attackers. Choose a unit you control to become a copy of the target unit for the remainder of the turn. While a copy of that unit replaces its title, printed abilities, and printed attack, life, and recover values with those of the target unit. If a printed value is X, use the current value of X. So choose a unit you control to become a copy of the target unit for the remainder of the turn. We play this spell after an opponent declares an attackers. Choose a unit you control to become a copy of the target unit for the remainder of the turn. While a copy, that unit replaces its title, printed abilities, and printed attack with those of the target unit. Oh, that's interesting. Probably won't use that. Let's go ahead and side action. We'll meditate this to a snake because I want to play Enchanted Violinist. Um, we'll toss a Summon Seaside Owl to raise this to a snake as well. Okay. So now Whiplash is attacking. So we got attack 2. It's attacking the 3-eyed owl. We could block with our Phoenix Born, but we'll just take the damage. And then we exhaust Whiplash. Boom. Now Hunting Instincts is going to attack next. It's going to attack our Seaside Raven. If we do not play another unit this round, which we do not want to, because Seaside Raven we can have Seaside Raven attack and quick strike. Oh, while this unit is attacking, not retaliating. So that is also important. So we want Seaside Raven to probably attack here. Okay, let's do that. Let's have Seaside Raven attack. We roll this dice. 4. So the Corpse of Virus is not going to block. So Hunting Instincts dies. Blood 2. Takes us down to 21. Okay. Iron Scales is going to attack our Seaside Raven for 3. We will have the Seaside Raven go ahead and die. Okay. Frozen Fear is going to attack and deal 3 damage to our Phoenixborn. I think I'm okay with that, honestly. And then that gets exhausted, and then we have a lot of stuff we can be doing. And so let's go ahead and play Abundance. We'll focus 2 on the Abundance. We have to spend a mid-tier dice for that. It's going to be our main action. Frozen Fear is going to attack our Phoenixborn for 3. 1, 2, 3. Health is a resource. We exhaust. Alrighty. Now we have free reign. We probably want to roll some of these dice down, but here we are. Okay. So. Alrighty. Cool. Let's go Abundance. I don't think we want to draw any cards, but we have Focus 2, meaning that we have 3 copies of Abundance in play. So we don't take any damage. We're just going to mill 2 cards from the Corpse of Viros's deck. We'll do that again. Mill 2 cards. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and spend a snake to play Enchanted Violinist. So deal 1 damage to a target unit. If that destroys the unit, discard 1 card from the top of their draw pile. We'll deal it here. So that's blood 1. So we deal a damage and discard a card. I like that. We have Rose Fire Dancer, which is just a straight up 3 attack. Let's go ahead and play another Seaside Raven. We will use 3 dice to summon a Seaside Raven. So that's going to come out. We're going to destroy the Iron Scales. Oh, was Iron Scales out when we attacked? I think Iron Scales was out when we attacked the... Iron Scales should have defended. Yeah, I think Iron Scales should have defended with the big guy out here. Okay. Well, I don't know how to fix that at this point. So 1, 2. I need to remember that there are defenders. We're going to go one of each one of these dice to play the Rose Fire Dancer. The Seaside Raven, we will attack the Frozen Fear. We get to roll to see if the Corpse of Virus is going to block. A 7 will not do it, so the Frozen Fear dies. That's blood 2, so down to 16. And then we've got the Rose Fire Dancer. Will attack for 3. 1, 2, 3, down to 13. Okay. I don't have anything else. I guess I can just play Purge. Okay. So let's go through our refresh phase. Recover. We don't have anything with recover. Actually, Enchanted Violin, it says recover 1 with a life of 1. That's interesting. I guess we can play an alteration spell. So we will unexhaust everyone. We don't have any exhaustion tokens on either of these cards, so we don't remove the red rains. Exhaust dice, place red rains, replenish aspects. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will go into our prepare phase. So we get to roll all of our dice again. Hopefully it's a better... This is now me. I'm first player. Oh, yeah, that's a better roll. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Look at that. Look at that roll. That is the exact opposite of our last, not the exact, but that is effectively the opposite of our last roll. Big fan of what just happened there. Let's go. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I get to go first. We get to draw 5 cards. Enchanted Violinist is back out. Summon 3-Eyed Owl. Hidden Power. Sympathy Rain. Ooh, this is a new one. You can play this spell after 1 or more wound tokens are placed on your Phoenixborn as a result of an attack, spell, ability, dice power, and opponent controls. Deal 2 damage to a target unit. The Phoenixborn controls. Sweet. And we got Seal. This is a new one. Choose a ready spell on a target player's spellboard. Place 1 exhaustion token on the chosen spell for on each other copy that player controls. Nice. Will there be some Marvel Champions later? Yes, there will be. So tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, so in 7.5 hours, we're doing a 4-player game of Marvel Champions. We're going through the Marvel Champions cinematic universe, and we are doing the Avengers. And so I have Maurice from Maurice Andrews, Brant from Step Into the Portal, and then Bill from Late Night Gaming coming on, and we're doing a collaborative, very interesting. Bill or Late Night came up with a really cool scenario to simulate the Avengers. It's awesome. It is so freaking cool. So I'm very excited for that. But right now we just finished up some Lord of the Rings, and we finished that very quickly. So now we're playing some Ashes. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to, as a side action, roll 2 of these dice down. And we want to do that because if we place a last one up here, we'll deal damage to everyone, and I don't want to do that. Place 1 exhaustion token on the chosen spell. So we could exhaust the ultimate, which would remove a red rains token next turn. This sounds awesome. Sadly, it's deep in the night at my time zone then, but then some Lord of the Rings. Nice. Yeah, the video will be out in the next couple of weeks. I'm taking a break, like a week and a half break or so from streaming. I'm going to a convention, and so it won't be relatively soon, but it'll be sometime next week. Will be the replay of the video for tonight. So we have to take a main action. Main action. Let's just mill some stuff. We're gonna abundance. We'll draw 2 cards. Seaside Raven and a Rose Fire Dancer, and then we'll mill 2 cards here. We got 1, 2. Nice. And then we will roll for 11 and a token. 11. Raise 2 bit. No, we did it. It happened. So we raised these 2. Dang it. So the third red rains token gets placed. And we resolve ultimate. Discard. Deal 2 damage to everybody. Oh. So that's going to destroy all of these. Move this card in the top behavior card from the game. And we are also revealing here. So we're going to go to behavior and ultimate 3. Yikes. Yikes. And we get to reveal Rampage. At the start of the Chimera's turn, remove 1 status token from this unit to reroll all basic rage dice. Dislike that. So what we will do... Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3 to play Seaside Raven, and we'll kill this thing. That's 1 blood value. Down to 12. That's the main action. Do we have any side actions we want to take? No. Jeez, that was tough. That was rough. Okay, let's roll. Got a 3 and a red rains. 3 is attack if able, if not reveal. We reveal Iron Scales. This has the defender. Have to remember that. It's a defender. We have Sympathy Pain, which can deal 2 damage to this defender here. And so I think I'm probably going to be doing that. Yeah. So let's go. Let's just start milling again. Let's go Abundance. We will... I mean, we are well off. We got Seal and Strange Copy. And we're going to mill 2. 1, 2. Okay. Set this card next to the Chimera, and then shuffle the Chimera's discard pile to create a new draw pile. The Chimera is fatigued. When resolving effects, the Chimera cannot draw cards. Its draw pile is considered to be empty. After 1 or more cards are discarded off the top of its draw pile, place 1 wound token on the Chimera for each discarded card. Sweet. Now we can start milling it to death. Which, we're at 12. We got 2, 4, 6, 8 damage right there. Nine. Okay. Roll another red rains. Jeez. And a 4. Reveal an attack with the revealed aspect. So Whiplash, when this unit comes into play, destroy the opposing player's target leftmost unit with 1 or more wound tokens on it. We don't have any wound tokens. If you cannot deal 1 damage to the target unit. So we got 1 damage here. And then it's attacking. So it's going to attack 2 and 2. We will go ahead and trade. So I will... It's going to kill me. So we're just going to react. What is it called? I don't even remember what it's called. Retaliate or whatever. And so Seaside Raven dies, but so does Whiplash. And that's going to be blood 1. So down to 11. But we can just bring the Raven right back. So that's cool. Okay. Let's bring the Seaside Raven back. 3 dice. And we'll destroy this thing, which is blood 2. 1, 2. So that's our main action. I don't have any side actions that I really want to do. So let's go. Let's move on. Come on. Oh my goodness. It's a 9 and a red rains. 9, deal 1 damage to the opposing player's target leftmost unit and reveal. that's going to deal a damage here. And reveal Red Wraith. Red Wrath 1. When this unit is declared as an attacker, deal 1 damage to all units the Phoenix boards and the opposing players control. Yikes. Let's go ahead and declare Seaside Raven as an attack against the Firebelly. We have to roll to see if Vyros is going to step in. He will not. We deal damage first. This will die. Blood 1 down to 8. Mainly, I don't want that to be to wipe her. Okay. Let's see what Vyros is doing. Got a 5 and a red reins. We gotta stop rolling those red reins for him. Reveal attack with the revealed aspect. Hunting Instincts. After this unit destroys an opponent's control, place 1 red reins on the Chimera. It's attacking. It will kill the Seaside Raven. We'll block with our Phoenixborn, so it's going to deal 4 to Phoenixborn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we are... No, we're not. We're not. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have it kill the Seaside Raven. Okay. So it has 8 health. So we can just do this. We can abundance. I'm not going to draw the cards. We'll just mill 2. So it takes 2 damage. 1, 2. I'm trying to figure out if I can actually kill this thing. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can kill this round. So we have Purge, which is... I can spend 2 dice to have it discard 2 cards, which is 2. I can deal 3 damage. I cannot. Interesting. Okay. Okay. We could seal to get rid of our red reins. The thing is I think if we can just survive, we'll be fine. Let's go with these 2 to play a Rose Fire Dancer. We will attack the Hunting Instincts. See if the Chimera steps in. It does step in. So the Chimera is going to take 3. 1, 2, 3. Down to 3. It's so funny. I'm so close. If I can deal 1 damage to it, actually, we should be fine, because on the first turn, we can mill it to death. So we're actually fine. Let's go ahead and just Purge. We'll use this dice. Discard the top card, which will mill. Take it down to 2. Then we will pass. We will unexhaust everything. Place a red reins token for the Hunting Instincts. That's 1. We replenish the aspects. 1, 2, 3, 4. Replenish aspects there. And then we can discard cards. We draw up to 5. We have more than 5 cards. I don't think that there's a penalty for that, but maybe someone will let me know. Then at the top of the round, we're going to roll all of our dice. So if we can just survive, it is his turn first. Not a bad roll. Let's see what we got. We got a basic. A 5 is reveal, attack with the revealed aspect. Iron Scales is attacking for 3. It's attacking our Fire Dancer. I don't think it really matters. We can have her counter, which will only deal 1 damage to the Iron Scales. And then on our turn, we will Abundance and then mill for 2 for victory. There you go. Interesting playstyle. I don't know if she's my favorite. I really enjoyed the previous one with the big snake. I thought that was more fun. I think she is interesting. I think the mill is an interesting way to play. It would be super frustrating to play against her, but here we are. Okay, well that was Ashes. I had a lot of fun with that. I enjoyed this game a lot. I'm hoping that we get to play more of it. So cool. Thank you all so very much for hanging out. I will be back streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the Avengers matchup with Maurice, Brant, and Late Night Gaming. And so I'm excited about that. I hope to see you all there. And until next time, I will see you around. Peace.